visuals and welcome. That's the shit that the girls did in the playground, didn't they? Welcome back to another edition of Superhero Wednesday. I nearly said Pokemon Thursday there. Superhero Wednesday, the day of the week we like to get right down and nerdy and flirty and good. Where did you go from? Where did you go from? All the people that have clicked on this video thought, fuck this noise, I'm out of here. Hello, welcome back to Superhero Wednesday, the day of the week we like to get right down and dirty and nerdy. I don't know why I actually say at the start of them. I always just say get right down and nerdy, and it doesn't make sense, but I'm sticking with it. We're here to talk superhero, nerdy, weird, wonderful, beautiful shit, because this weird, wonderful, amazing, nerdy world of ours is the best thing of all time. And it's now 2024, we're a few weeks into it, and we've got some, I wouldn't say huge titles. We have one or two quite huge titles, but we have quite a few comic book films still on the horizon throughout this year. Not as many. There's only one MCU project, which we'll get to and whatnot. But I thought let's take a quick look and count down my most anticipated comic book films of 2024. That's actually a good title. I didn't even know what I was going to title this, but I'm just going to title it that. Like I said, there's not as many films out. It's actually probably, no, it is, it's not even probably, it's definitely Sony Spider-Verse heavy stuff, and there's no DC shenanigans. I could have sworn, I'm completely wrong, so this isn't information, but I thought James Gunn's Superman film was going to be out this year, like towards the back end or whatnot, but it's 2025 as far as I can tell. There is TV related stuff, obviously TV shows and whatnot, but I'm sticking purely with films, my most anticipated films this year. If there's enough TV shows, we can do that video, I guess, at some point. I fuck knows if anybody even wants this one, but I thought it'd be quite cool to do a little video and just take a look at each film that we've got coming out and see our excitement levels. Please, visuals in the comments below, let me know. There's a few things we need to speak about here, to be fair. Are you happy that there's less superhero shenanigans coming out of the cinema? Are you one of the people that have superhero fatigue? I can't imagine you will be if you're watching this fat idiot ramble on. You might do, I don't know. Are you happy there's less MCU stuff? Are you happy we're getting more of the Sonyverse stuff? Are you gutted that there's no DC film? Let me know in the comments below what you think, what your thoughts and opinions and whatnot. And if this changes, because I know dates and whatnot get added from here and there and everywhere. But as far as I'm aware, this is still the only few, because I think it's just 5. The only 5, if I've done it right. Films coming out this year. But anyway, visuals, let's start off with our fifth, but our least most anticipated. I'm looking at my fucking list, I'm absolutely telling a lie. Joker's coming out this year. And I've even written the list. And I've even lit the fucking wrist, you massive fucking twat. Out, and I will add as well, this is the first I've heard about this. Chris hasn't brought it up in the entertainment news. I didn't know this was happening. Apparently there's allegedly a Hellboy film coming out. And obviously The Crow, there's a Crow film coming out. But I didn't realise Hellboy had a film coming out. But no, there is a DC film, and it's Joker, which we'll get to on the list. I've even got it on the list, and I'm giving it this no DC. But here we go. And bottom of our list, which actually makes me a little bit sad to say, it's Kraven the Hunter. Now, it's not that I'm not looking forward to Kraven. I think it'll be a fine film. I get Mobius vibes from it. Sorry, not Morbius vibes from it. I love Morbius as a character, but the film for me it didn't land very well. It was, I mean, it would have been okay as just like a generic vampire film, because I went into it with my little nerdy fucking Marvel Spider-Man-y sort of hat on. I don't know, it just fell flat. And I'm worried this will happen to Kraven. I mean, we have a good actor behind the Kraven in this with Aaron Taylor Johnson. Yep, kick-ass Quicksilver. And we also have a fantastic character in Kraven with a decent enough supporting cast as well. The first trailer we got, I was definitely intrigued, and I thought, okay, this might be fun. When it was first announced, as well, I will say, I thought, why the fuck are they giving us Kraven the Hunter? How are we going to have a solo film supporting the person that likes trophy hunting and shit and just killing animals for the sake of hunting? How the fuck are we supposed to get behind that? But obviously they've gone with this anti-hero sort of way, and he has like this sort of weird aspect on these animal powers that it looks like he's got in the film and stuff. And it just looks like it could be a fun action film where a father and dad sort of don't get on anymore, and we're going to kick off. And there might be some animals involved. We did get that cool shot about all the spiders dangling and them looking around. I'm assuming that might be our only Spider-Man reference. Unless something happens at the end, because we know Vulture's still in this world. Michael Keaton's MCU Vulture's still in this world. Morbius is here. Maybe they do ask him to come help us hunt a spider or some shit. I don't know. But yeah, I am looking forward to it, but I'm very skeptical on this one. Next up, it's Madam Web. Again, kind of like the rest of the Sony stuff. Like, for me, though, the Venom films have been absolutely bang on. I've really enjoyed the Venom films. I don't know, they've been hit and miss with some people. But this one, again, I was sort of like, okay, how are we going to do Madam Web? Yes, she's done a lot of great things in the comics, and we've had a lot of key moments, and, you know, there's also epic moments and whatnot. But as a standalone in a film, I don't know if a general audience would get behind it. But this new, different sort of take that we're getting on Madam Web, it seems to be interesting. Of course, we have 3 other like spider-related characters inside of this as well. If you haven't seen the trailer, go check it out. We have a villain that at first doesn't excite, but it has enough intrigue for me to go. Plus the fact that it's part of the spider-related stuff, I'm always going to be invested anyway because I'm very biased to that shenanigans and stuff. I definitely am looking forward to it more than Kraven because we are more connected to spider stuff, obviously with the web of life and all that kind of stuff. I have a little bit of a grey cloud over it, thinking, okay, how are they going to run it? How are they going to do it? Are they just going to have a little bit of fun here and be like, look, connected to other spider shit? Or are they going to focus on their main story and then not get lost in all this entanglement with making sure it relates to, I don't know, whether it be Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man stuff or the Tom Hardy's Venom? I don't know how they're going to conclude it and whatnot. But again, there's a little bit of skepticism here. But I am extremely, extremely excited because it's a spider film. Literally, Madam Web, one of the most important spider figures in comics. So, yeah, it's 4th on the list. I am excited, but again, there's a little bit of skepticism. Number 3 is Venom 3. I don't know if we have a title for this one yet. As far as I'm aware, it's just Venom 3. Either way, I love me some Venom. My second favourite comic book character out of anything, to be fair. In general, I adore Venom. I love Tom Hardy, and I love Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock, aka / whatever Venom as well. I love this world that we've built. I love how it did have a slight connection to the MCU, of course, with what happens at the end of the Venom film, seeing Tom, like, that guy licks the screen, and then we see at the end of No Way Home, where Tom Hardy, Eddie Brock, sorry, goes back, and there's a little symbiote left over. Of course, I don't think we're going to touch upon that bit of symbiote that's left in the MCU. I think we're going to stay focused, well, obviously we are going to stay focused on what's happening with Venom inside of this world, inside of this universe, how he's going to connect to potentially Madam Webs, potentially to an Andrew Garfield or whoever Spider-Man or whatever Spider they're doing there, how it's going to connect to the Vulture being there and Morbius and obviously Kraven, because I think Kraven comes out before Venom. So they are building a world there. We're slowly getting the foundations in. As to what that world will look like in 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 years' time, we don't know. But no, I'm still excited. If I get to see Venom running around doing some symbiote shenanigans, then I'm quite like, I'm very dumb and I'm very easily pleased. I'm very like, oh, Venom, sweet, oh, raw Venom, teeth, tongue. End of film, I'm happy, I'm good to rock and roll. So I've tried to get, this would have been higher on the list, but I've tried not just to be Mr. Optimistic, I love Venom, Dan, just chuck it up high up the list. But we don't have very much information as it goes yet. Obviously, there's no trailer. It's not due out till November. At the end of this year, so there's not a great load of detail to go on. That the speculation or the excitement, or sorry, the skepticism or the excitement might go up or down or whatnot closer to the time of the trailer and more information and whatnot. So right now it's sat in the middle at 3rd. 2 is Joker. What the fuck are we calling this? Joker Fuller. It's French, obviously. Joker 2, we'll call it. I was a massive, and Chris was as well, a huge fan of Joker 1. I thought it was absolutely amazing. I fucking loved every single minute of it. But my favourite moment of it was right at the very end, where it was a bit unsure of, all right, dog, calm down with your bull. Did this happen? Did it not happen? Was it all in his head? What's going on? All of these made up sort of scenarios where you don't know what's true or whatnot. And obviously we were told that the true and the only real true laugh and the whole entire film was the laugh that we got at the end. The whole scene with De Niro where, you know, it gets his head blown off and what at the end was that whole tension and the score building in the background of that. And just, everything built was amazing. Everything was building up beautifully. All the chaos and carnage on the streets, and It was fantastic. Now we're going to chuck Lady Gaga as well, who, I'm not the biggest Lady Gaga music fan. She's done a few tunes I'll sing to, but as an actress, she's done phenomenal. Even in American Horror Story, I'm not a fan of American Horror Story, but she was fantastic in that. She was amazing in Bradley Cooper, fucking that thingy film, A Star Is Born. A Star Is Born? That film, she's been great in any acting role that I've personally seen her in, so I can't wait to see her take on Harley. We know that there's going to be more of a musical element involved in this, which would obviously help explain Lady Gaga a bit more. She's a great musician, she's a great performer and whatnot, so I'm definitely intrigued, I'm definitely excited. Is this more stuff that's going on in Joaquin Phoenix's version of this Joker? Is it all going in his head? Is he pictured Harley? Is it all singing and dancing and that? Is that all in his head? I can't wait just to break it down and get out the cinema with Chris and start being like, okay, I think this bit was real, that bit was that in his head, and just trying to do the smartest thing I can do, which is do a dumb thing and pretend like I know what's going on when I never know what's going on because I'm dumb. Even the way I explained that was fucking idiotic. One is Deadpool 3, and at the time of recording, I know there's some unsettling words coming from set. Apparently Ryan Reynolds is unhappy with all these leaks and whatnot that are coming from the set and stuff, and the videos of like recently we had him and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine fighting, pictures of Sabretooth, the confirmed connection to Moon Knight. I feel like there's another thing that I'm missing there. Anyway, I know he wasn't happy with what was going on, and like, you know, and not in terms of the film, I think he was happy with that, but like the leaks, he wanted more of the surprises and all that going on. But either way, give me the leaks, give me the excitement. I am so ready for this. The fact that we're gonna have a film where we know Deadpool breaks the fourth wall and whatnot if you read the comics or if you watch the first two films. However you interact with Deadpool, we know he breaks the fourth wall. And I love the fact that we're going to go outside of these MCUs, the Disney stuff, the Fox related, seeing the Fox, 20th Century Fox and stuff logo that we're fighting on top of that, how Deadpool's going to cause all this wreckage and carnage, the potential that Mobius and Loki may be in it, to some TVA involvements and stuff. I feel like there was another big leak. Was it not to do with being on the set of Loki? I can't remember what it was now. Either way, I am so excited. There might be a lot of people that have got MCU fatigue and saying the MCUs are dead, but I think this is a great way for the MCU to replug people back in, change the course of their, you know, future, especially with the Jonathan Majors Kang shenanigans all being done. Are we sweeping Kang away? Are we going to just try and recast? Whatever they want to do with there, they have a chance to sort of rewrite and reweave and whatnot with a great, fun, which is the most important word, fun adventure, because a Deadpool adventure needs to be silly, over the top. It's one of them times where, because I know some people go to the cinema and say, well, that wasn't believable, that's not believable, we should, you know, when you're going to watch a comic film anyway, you shouldn't be coming out saying that because we're in a world of comics. But a Deadpool film definitely should have the things that other films can't do, where it is completely stupid, over the top, goofy, silly, thinking, what the fuck's just happened there? How's that? You're not supposed to be like, how's that supposed to happen? Because it's Deadpool, it's chimichanga weirdness, shenanigans. So we're going to stick with that being as our most anticipated film. Like I said, there's a lot of future stuff that hangs on the success of Deadpool. I think it's going to be a huge hit. I really do. I think most people enjoyed the first two films. People love Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine. That's enough people to get back in the cinema. Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, amazing. Like I said, the surprises and whatnot to come, to see how it changes and like I said, unfolds the future of the MCU and how it's going to tie to other projects and whatnot. I think it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. Every image and set leak and everything we get, I'm like, I want more. Some people say, don't want it spoiled. I get why Ryan Reynolds is annoyed because it's all being spoiled and stuff, but no, give me spoilers. If I know how that film ends, I get even more excited because I'll be in the cinema waiting for it to happen. But Deadpool 3, my #1 anticipated film, comic book film of 2024. The visuals, my 5 most anticipated films, comic book films. I just fucking corrected myself before, and I've had to do it again. Bellend. Most anticipated comic book films for the year. Let me know what yours in the comments below. If you do want a TV show one, we can get it done. I don't know how many people will give a shit about this particular video, but it's thought I'd get out, we talk a little bit more. I guess we'll talk more about these films anyway, the closer they come out, and as they come out throughout the year, you know, on the Entertainment News podcast and the reviews and shit that we'll do. So visuals, please let me know in the comments below. And have you got superhero fatigue? Let me know that. Let me know if you're sick of seeing going to the cinema and it just being plastered with superheroes everywhere. Is it doing your head in? Do you want more of it? Because I'm always very much like, come from a world where, you know, 60 to 70% of my world is superhero shit. So the more I get, the better. I'm like a dumb idiot, like a big fat idiot that just keeps eating ice cream, whatever. Just give me more, and I'll just consume. I'm like a corporation's wet dream with like the consumerism I'll do and the intake and give me my money, Funko Pops, posters, collectibles for it, art cinema tickets. I'll go see it 3 or 4 times. I'm a fucking absolute wet dream for the corporate people in the suits. You know, I just, like I said, I just remember a time where superheroes were really the uncool thing, and you know, if you read comics and that, people were like, what the fuck are you doing reading comics, and all that kind of stuff. And then we get to see them on the big screen, you know, at least once a year for the last God knows how many years, and it's just been amazing for me. So I'll always, you know, be happy to get more. But it's not just me, that's the audience. There's fucking millions of us. So let us know what your thoughts are in the comments below. But more importantly, visuals, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming along and letting a fat man ramble on in a pink hat that he stole from his girlfriend. Let me know what you think of superheroes and shit. Importantly, visuals, thank you so much for watching. You guys are literally the fucking best. We'll always keep being you and keep on web slinging on.